Alright, so now we're making our way to Anor Londo. So we'll examine this Ring of Light. And similar with the crows, this time you'll get scooped up by little impish gargoyle looking things, so I'll just skip the cutscene. And you're now in Anor Londo. This little section right here is actually probably the hardest part of the game. Not because of the combat, though the boss fight in this area is very, very difficult. Well, you'll see. So we'll see why momentarily. There are chests back there. They're guarded by statues. They don't really have anything that we direly need in them. So if you choose, you can fight the statues for the items in the chest. But I'm not going to right now. There's also some on the other side of the hall. So we're gonna use this bonfire. And we'll go this 10 Estus flasks. This is a firekeeper. You can use her to reinforce your Estus flask. You can also kill her later in the game if you so choose to get her firekeeper soul to reinforce your Estus flask. I'd recommend that you kill every single firekeeper before starting your New Game Plus if you are going to start a New Game Plus, because it lets you start off with all those firekeeper souls, and starting off with all those firekeeper souls lets you start off with a more reinforced Estus flask than you would get otherwise. So if the elevator's not there, you just wait for it, it'll come. Yeah, and you're going to have to fight a gargoyle, similarly to one of the first boss fights in the game, actually. Except this one does not have backup. And now you'll see how much more damage you're doing than at the start of the game. And he's dead. And we got his halberd and his helmet. The helmets are really a drop early game. Now it's kind of lost a lot of its effectiveness because it's light and offers a lot of armor class for how light it is. And so you just have to follow this little thing, this little balcony type thing up here, and then drop off, and you'll land on this little rail, and you go through a window. I had to look this up my first time because I had no idea where I was supposed to be going. All I saw was a dead end. I didn't quite kill him. I thought I'd gotten rid of all his health. So you'll get another rank of enchant weapon here if you do what I show you here. So you get up here and you'll have to walk these narrow ass pathways. So be really careful because you're not gonna. That's a huge fall. You're not gonna survive that. I'll try and get him before he comes to me. Yeah, that worked. I think that's probably better than trying to fight them on this thing. You chop that lantern down, and there's a item on it, and that item is the skill Greater Magic Weapon, which is the same thing as Magic Weapon, except it has less uses and a better scaling. So you get more of your magic adjust from your staff and intelligence than if you were just using Magic Weapon. You can see there's a chest over there. I'm not really going to be bothered with it. It's hard enough to get here alive. And after we do this, we have another platforming type of issue up ahead. And I'm going to try and do it without my invisibility spell. But for you guys watching, I definitely recommend using your invisibility spell for this next area, and you're going to see why. So we're going to lower this little central plaza type thing. And that lowers it. And you'll fight another gargoyle. Just kind of stay in his blind range to his side, and he has to keep turning to try and face you. We'll get some more souls, and you'll kind of venture up into this little area. And I think we'll bypass all these little fights. There's quite a few. These are the same type of bad guys as the guys that are guarding the treasure chests. You could fight them. They're not terribly difficult. They're somewhat vulnerable to magic damage, so you can use your scaling from your magic weapon and your soul arrows and whatnot to try and get a decent swing at them. These guys are just kind of like throw lightning spears. Just a regular pain in the ass type of that guy. And here's why you want your invisibility spell. These guys shoot arrows at you that are huge, massive arrows. And they can be, if they can't see you, they can't shoot at you though. So the invisibility spell is very useful here because it potentially keeps them from seeing you. It's not 100%, but if they, usually it'll mean that only one is shooting at you instead of both. And you'll need to get onto the side at the right up here, so. This is probably the part of the game that most people have trouble with. So we're gonna see what we can do. Run up here. And you roll under the arrow, roll under the arrow. You're gonna try and kill him right here. And if you kill him successfully, like I'm surprised I was able to do on the first attempt, you'll run up in here, and you'll get down here, walk through the white light, and here we have the first bonfire for the area. So this is where I'll end this section, and we'll move on to another section where we talk about how to beat the area boss. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, if you have any issues with the snipers, attune your magic, and instead of your greater soul arrow, use hidden body. Hidden body will keep at least one of them from noticing you, so it's this spell right here that you can use to get past the snipers more easily than just running past them. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy.